2021. We're back. Always fun to have the one and only Eric McCormack on the BT couch. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, my friend.
Welcome back. There's like a list of things to go through with you.
It's a busy week.
It is a busy week. Before we talk about Hollywood and Will and Grace, you're here for an important cause. You've got the plaid on and prostate cancer awareness, which is a personal cause for you, which we've talked about before.
Absolutely. I lost my dad to prostate cancer 9 years ago now. And last year I was asked and was honored to be a spokesman for Plaid for Dad, which is Prostate Cancer Canada's way of saying, let's talk about this, let's raise awareness. And what we're asking everyone in Canada to do is just do what you're doing today. Wear some plaid on June 16th, which is the Friday before Father's Day, and get everybody from the office, from your school, take a picture, post it on social media, hashtag Plaid for Dad, and we get the conversation going and hopefully start to raise more money for research, because we lose way too many men. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed in Canada with prostate cancer this year.
Well, the thing I learned from you and this movement the last time you came on is that with early detection, 90% of prostate cancer here in Canada is treatable, which is incredible.
Absolutely right.
When it comes to creating this conversation. But on a personal level, I mean, you lose your dad in 2008 to this disease. What do you remember about how this consumed your family, how this impacted you, how this changed the way you looked at life?
I think my parents' generation, there was a sense of, well, it's cancer. There's nothing you can do, and I think we have to, in our generation, and particularly for my son's generation, we've got to teach them that's not the case, that we can change that, and that this isn't a death sentence, and this isn't final. And the more money we can raise, and the more awareness we can raise, because cancer for men, particularly prostate cancer, is not talked about enough, and men don't go to their doctors enough and get the examinations. So that's the important part.
Well, plaidfordad.ca is the website, so
yes.
we put that out there. We'll put the keys on at the end of the interview to drive that message home. And then not only are you doing this campaign, there was another campaign happening down south. The Will and Grace movement is back, and this was rumored the last time you came on the show. Congratulations on the revival.
Thank you. It's a little over the top. We had secretly convened to make a 10-minute video for social media for Hillary Clinton in September. We didn't get NBC's permission. We kind of thought they might sue us, but instead they called and said, let's make 12 more. So here we are in wheelchairs and coming out and being gay again.
No, you guys look exactly the same, which is remarkable.
It's kind of crazy.
About
it's
the cast.
I've been laughing because the other show, the one I do here in Vancouver, Travelers, is about time travel, but I think both shows are kind of about time travel at this point, because we're going back in time.
But the voices, the dancing, I mean, you're musically inclined. You had your concert for prostate cancer
this video that you're seeing here that we shot about 2 months ago, again, secretly, we just did a whole thing at Radio City Music Hall to promote the upcoming season, and we finished this number live on the stage in front of 2,000 people. It was pretty great. It took us back a long time. One
of the most fascinating things about this, James Burrows, who directed all of the episodes of Will and Grace back in the day, is back with you. And when you did the tribute, the cast of Will and Grace to James Burrows, I remember him saying, I still get nervous on shoot night. So when you reprise the role as Will Truman and get back in this many years later, what's the feeling like for you?
Well, I still get nervous. We all do. But I was saying to someone the other day that I think if there's one place in this world that I'm comfortable, it is standing in that kitchen, in Will's kitchen on that set. It feels like a pulpit. It's for 8 years I could stand there and I could watch the other three enter, or Deborah enter from the bedroom, and I just felt calm, and I would be cooking some make-believe brownies or something, but I feel very comfortable there. And shoot nights were always, I think a lot of people still don't realize, we shot always in front of a live studio audience, 300 people. Those laughs are real, and I can't wait to hear them again.
Yeah, well, this fall it's coming out, and it's a different era now. I mean, Vote Honey, when that came out, you guys got 7 million views on that 10-minute episode last September. How political will the new revival be?
I think it's going to be political in the opposite way, in that I said to someone this week, you know, our show existed during 9/11, during the Iraq War, during George Bush, but we didn't deal with that stuff. We didn't do a special AIDS episode. We were an antidote to all of that. We were something happy. And God knows we need that right now. So I have the feeling our political statement will be to just make people laugh and not always at something political.
Well, the statement of the revival is huge right now. Arrested Development just greenlit for season 5.
Yep.
Roseanne coming back next year. Why do you think revivals are such a fad in TV right now?
I think it is comfort food. There's no question about it. There's also, it's a multi-channel universe. It's a Netflix universe, and people want what they want. And sometimes they want something brand new and pushing the envelope, and sometimes they want their favorites. And when we can come back and just pick up where we left off, it's like, well, why not? And
look exactly the same. It's like you never missed a beat.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful thing. We'll remind everybody the website once again, plaidfordad.ca, June 16th, the official day to get the movement going. Eric, it is always great to have you on the show.
Great to see you too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep rocking it. And Travelers going well here in the city, by the way?
Travelers going great. In fact, myself and a couple of fellow travelers are going to be reading Burn This by Lanford Wilson at the review stage June 17th, right after Plaid for Dad, and all the money will be going to Prostate Cancer Canada. So show up at the review stage on Granville Island and get a little traveler action live.
Hardest working man in showbiz. You don't stop. Keep it going. Can't wait to see what rolls out over the next few months.